Tao Te Ching, verse number 4. If you've missed the commentary on the first 3 verses, I have a playlist specifically for Taoism, and I make a commentary about every verse. Every now and then when I feel like reading a verse from the Tao Te Ching, I'll read it out and I'll make a commentary on it. So if you don't have this book, just go and get it right now. Go on Amazon or something. See how small it is? This is my favorite book ever. Okay? It's my favorite book ever. And I really love it because of Lao Tzu's vague, pragmatic, it's vague but pragmatic approach to wisdom, and his trolling. I always mention how Lao Tzu is a troll. And I hold my position that he probably had the sharpest sense of humor out of all the great sages. Jesus, Buddha. Lao Tzu seems to me like he's got quite a sharp sense of humor. So, let's read verse 4. Tao is empty, yet it fills every vessel with endless supply. Tao is hidden, yet it shines in every corner of the universe. With it, the sharp edges become smooth. The twisted knots loosen. The sun is softened by a cloud. The dust settles into place. So deep, so pure, so still. It has been this way forever. You may ask, whose child is it? But I cannot say. This child was here before the great ancestor. Oh boy. Okay. The name Lao Tzu, however it's pronounced, means the old boy. Another trollish move by Lao Tzu to name himself Lao Tzu, the old boy. So, the first verse, Tao is empty, yet it fills every vessel with endless supply. I was talking to a dear friend of mine on the phone yesterday, and we were talking about this concept of emptiness, shunyat, as it's referred to in Buddhism. That's a Sanskrit word for emptiness, for void. Shunyat, the void. And again, these great books written by enlightened beings such as the Tao Te Ching, they all, and Bhagavad Gita and Buddhist teachings, they all seem so redundant at some point. It's like everybody goes on that trip, everybody goes to that highest plane and comes back reporting the same thing, because it is the same thing. Emptiness, voidness, nothingness, nothingness. Okay, it's not nothing, it's no thing. Tao is empty, yet it fills every vessel with endless supply. The best way I can describe this to you is an empty cup. An empty cup is empty, but is it really empty or is it full? It's full of air. No matter how empty it is. In fact, the emptier it is, the more full it is with air. Okay? And this is exactly the same thing, Lao Tzu here says, Tao is empty, yet it fills every vessel with endless supply. So it's this emptiness that fills everything. It's the paradox of it all, okay? Really, and the mind can't wrap its head around the paradox. It can only entertain it. So Tao is empty, yet it fills every vessel with endless supply. Just like a cup is empty, yet it's full of air. Tao is hidden, yet it shines in every corner of the universe. And you know, this goes back to the dance of the form and the formless, and how the subtler you get, the more energy you have. Like nuclear energy yields more energy than atomic energy, because you go into subtler and subtler and deeper levels and layers of it, of energy. And in the same way, the great Tao is formless. It's complete formlessness. It's hidden. You can't see it. It's not physical. And yet it animates everything. It shines in every corner of the universe, because everything is from it. You understand? Everything is from that voidness, that nothingness, that hidden, non-physical, non-perceivable by the five senses thing. Okay? It really is like levels in this. And so at the highest level, the formlessness, it's infinity. It's infinity, infinite energy, infinite consciousness, infinite light, infinite love. Okay? So with it, the sharp edges become smooth. The twisted knots loosen. The sun is softened by a cloud. The dust settles into place. And this is again the dance of the formless of the form, the dance of the yin, the dance of the yang. So here you have the yang energy of the sun softened by the yin energy of the cloud. You know, so it's sunny, it's fire, and suddenly it's yin, right? And so the clouds usually, you know, carry water, which is a very yin element, you know, very yielding, soft. So, you know, the twisted knots loosen, the sharp edges become smooth. Really, really beautiful poetic description of nature, which is God, really. Okay? It's God. Nature is God. So deep, so pure, so still. It has been this way forever. The eternal, the eternity. This is eternity. This is consciousness. This is, I was never born. I will never die. You may ask, whose child is it? But I cannot say. This child was here before the great ancestor. Now, I don't know. I can't really, I don't have anything to say about that, because I don't really comprehend it. You may ask, whose child is it? So he's talking about the Tao, this mysterious, formless, non-physical, nothingness, emptiness. And he's asking, you may ask, who is it? Whose child is it? I mean, who perceived of it? Who conceived it? Who brought it into existence? But I cannot say. This child was here before the great ancestor. I suppose he's referring to the Tao, the way, the nothingness, the emptiness, as an eternal thing, by saying that this child was here before the great ancestor. That's what I get out of it. I think the biggest theme here that stands out from this verse is the concept of shunyat, the concept of emptiness, the concept of nothingness. And I was having a conversation with my friend yesterday, my dear friend, my soul brother. And a year ago, we were hanging around in somewhere in nature, pure place, you know, nobody, and it's just like trees and amazing, really amazing. And he was telling me, you know, he's very high up there, consciousness-wise. He was telling me, Said, I think the next stage in your life is to understand the nothingness, the emptiness, the void. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, what is that? I don't know about it. And he's like, I can't describe it to you. on your spiritual journey, the more you start to meditate, the more you start to learn and gain wisdom, and you experience the void, the emptiness, the shunyat for yourself, you will understand what I'm talking about. And over the last year, I have been experiencing this void more and more, this emptiness. And you sort of experience that in meditation. This is one of those things that you could experience the longer you meditate, especially if everything is just right. And at that level, at the emptiness, at the void, you truly know that nothing matters, that the physical world is a mere illusion. It really is Maya. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. It's a dream. This is when you go into the void, when you become the void. You see, you go through this dark tunnel, and you just nothing, nothingness. It's very calm. It's very pure, just like Lao Tzu says. It's not that it's non-existence. Don't mix up nothingness and emptiness with non-existence. It's not non-existence. It's pure stillness, pure peace, pure contentment. Nothing that this world will ever offer you. Nothing that anything in this world could offer you. Truly. Nothing could offer you this sense of tranquility and peace. Nothing. Not even a moment of triumph when you jumped off a plane doing skydiving, like I did. There was a great triumph. I have the video on YouTube too. And you could see triumph, absolute triumph and ecstasy. Not even that comes close to this stillness of the void that I'm talking about here. This is a meditative state. And also, in that state, you become knowledge, and you become wisdom, and you know your own creation, and you know you are it. And you just know nothing matters. You know everything, the physical world is an illusion, it's a dream. You become totally detached, compassionate but detached. This sense of detachment, like nothing matters. Nothing matters, and it's just ultimate detachment at that point. Nothing matters. Oh, my knee pain, that doesn't matter. You'll be sitting there, your knee hurts because you've been sitting too long in a meditative posture. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna die. Oh, that doesn't matter. That cracks you up in a way. What people think, you just immediately lose your shit because of the humor of it. Oh, what people think. That matters. Right? And I really think once you see that your own death doesn't matter, nothing else matters. Because you become infinity, you become the nothingness, the void, the eternal thing. So if you're the eternal thing, who gives a shit if you die? And if you don't care that you're gonna die because you know who you are, because you are who you are at that state, then nothing else could matter. If your own death doesn't matter, what else could matter? Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Yeah, that's every wise sage. Now these sages that are taught, Lao Tzu, Jesus, Buddha, these guys live in that place all the time. They get high and they stay high. Okay? They stay high, folks. See, for somebody like me, I go to these places and I come down, and then I go back up again and I come down. But the nice thing is, as I progress year in, year out, just by virtue of being, of learning, of being an evolving soul like every other soul, I get higher and higher and higher, and I start to live more and more in that void, in that emptiness, in that shunyat, in that stillness, in that calmness, in that peace. And you're able more and more to carry on that peace with you, within the illusion, within the grand illusion, within the Maya. And I find that really meditation is an absolutely foundational thing to understand even what the hell Lao Tzu is talking about. Okay? He's trying to describe things you could experience in the meditative state. Okay? So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I want to thank all the Patreons. We've got quite a few new members to the family, so I really want to give you guys my sincerest gratitude for your support, and it brings joy to my heart to know that my videos are of providing insights to people who are on the journey of hopefully finishing up the game as soon as possible, you know, being done with the trip. I mean, most of you guys would not be watching these videos if you're not close to that place, that kingdom of heaven. Okay? And yeah, the fact that there are people that are willing to even support me financially doing what I'm doing, that's brings joy to my heart. So thank you guys, and if you'd like to also join the family members and become part of the community, you could contribute with as little as $2 a month. I would love to do this full-time at some point. I know I will. I know there's a lot of generous people here, and I know I will at some point be able to do this full-time. I'm in no rush to do it, but I know we will be able to. I know we will have enough people. The channel will keep growing. The more and more family members will join and pledge their support. So thank you guys. And that's about it. Until next time, may the force be with you.